Hey guys, interesting video for me to put together. Actually, it was some of my favorite videos to put together, are kind of documenting growing things. So this was quite an interesting one to put together. As the title says, this is the story of growing an OnlyFans model from scratch from a brand new account to doing $2,000 per day within 9 days. On day 9, she did $2,000, but I've actually documented like past that, like a full 11-day series of us getting her to be a top 1.8% OnlyFans creator on day 11. So I would just like to put like a couple of disclaimers at like the start of the videos. So number one, like I've launched a ton of OnlyFans models. This isn't the first time doing this, of course. If it is your first time doing it, I don't want this to be made out to be like it's easy to do or like it's standard results. I definitely didn't have results like this on like my first model. You're going to make mistakes. You need some time to figure some things out. Yeah, these just aren't standard results. In fact, I think I may have potentially broken a record here for someone launching like a non-influencer or some other type of thing. For someone launching a standard girl, I think this is pretty fast to get them to this much money. Other disclaimer, this model had a Fansly account before. So not OnlyFans, she was a Fansly creator. She's actually from a country that wasn't supported by OnlyFans. So eventually we found a workaround for that. But what that meant was that she had some existing pay-per-view content and things there so that we could basically upload straight onto the OnlyFans. So we definitely saved ourselves like a little bit of time there. Not a huge, it's not like a game changer, but it definitely allowed us like to hit the ground running like a day faster, basically. Main like traffic and acquisition channels that we used, again, it's the things that I always really talk about: Tinder, Bumble, Reddit, Instagram, TikTok were the main things that we used. And the other, I guess, funny thing to mention is we weren't even able to get all of them going at full speed. Like our agency is like fully booked with accounts and clients at the moment. Like we have agencies scaling up with like Tinder accounts left, right, and center. And of course, I wanted to prioritize the client accounts over the stuff that we're doing, over what I'm doing here. Of course, I need to make sure that we deliver results to clients. For any of you who saw like the OnlyFans office tour that I did the other month, we've literally outgrown that space already. We're now moving into like shift work and looking at moving into like bigger office space. And it's been like 2 months. I'm going to give you a high level overview in this video. Some parts I will cut out and maybe edit out because of course I don't want to give too much away for free on YouTube. The complete uncensored version of this with the actual detailed strategies and like the nitty gritty details, the scripts, the exact messaging that we were using, the exact strategy that we were using on each of these platforms is documented in like version 2 of the course. Other thing to mention, there's nothing like really special or stand out about this model, nothing that would stop you or any other girl or any other model from being able to like to grow to these numbers. Like she's relatively good looking, not a supermodel by any means, not, yeah, just like a standard everyday girl, not an influencer or anyone with any type of like social profile or any audience that would allow her to promote and give her a significant advantage to get to these levels. Just a normal everyday model. She's not a faceless creator, so I know that people are going to comment asking me, can you achieve these results if I'm a faceless creator? She shows her face. She does all types of content. We're on YouTube, so let's just say, just to keep things clean, let's say that there's nothing that's off limits. So she's doing all types of content, upsells and pay-per-view. Again, nothing crazy. Other thing to mention, I've got about 10 years experience in marketing and growth on startups. So that does give me like an advantage doing this. Am I the best marketer in the world? Probably. No, I have a ton of experience like figuring out marketing channels, particularly like black hat strategies. That is what my background literally is, and that applies very well here. So that all of the disclaimers before, I just didn't want someone to come out saying, oh, she's fake or she's like an influencer and you just launched her. Everything was literally done from scratch. Anyway, let's go through the entire process. So day 1, this was literally account setup. We put the profile together, uploading the profile picture, writing out the bio, uploading pieces of content onto the actual OnlyFans feed. We submitted the ID card that we got for verifying the account, and we started setting up Tinder and Bumble accounts. 80 Tinders and 30 Bumble accounts is like a standard operating procedure for us per model, and we also set up 10 TikTok accounts. Continuing to set up accounts at this point, about 50 Tinders. We can do about 50 Tinders per day, so it took us about 1.5, like 2 days to actually set them up. They need profiling. We have to upload pictures on all of the accounts. We have to add the IGs on there and so on. just takes a lot more time. We got approval on the account, approval of the OnlyFans account on day 2. I think we pulled in like one subscriber on day 1. Sorry, on day 2. So that was like a $4 subscription that we made. Day 3, we're still going on setting up like the Tinder and Bumble profiles, verifying the accounts. We're doing like a small number of swipes per day on each of these accounts at this point, which of course does drive some subscriptions over. We also had a high performing post on Reddit, which meant we were able to do, I think we did about $500, and we didn't actually have chatters assigned to the account on that day as well. We didn't have 24/7 inbox management. It's kind of like a missed opportunity, to be honest. Of course, we would have made a little bit more. Day 4, we had a flight the next day. I was busy putting everything in place for my business and wasn't that hands-on. And the model was like busy packing, and she had like last minute things she wanted to sort out. She was with her hairstylist for about 4 hours and just like getting her nails done, just last minute things for like preparing before travel. Yeah, day 4 we did $60, and day 5 was then the actual day. So that's also a funny thing to mention. As part of this, we were actually traveling for 2 days out of this launch process with literally nothing going on. So yeah, day 5 we actually had the flight. I'm with this model in person, by the way. Sorry if that wasn't clear already. So it does make it much easier to manage. And of course, it's really the only way for me to actually document this process. If I was asking the model to record everything like behind the scenes, and at the same time she's doing her promotion and recording OnlyFans content and so on, it just wouldn't work. So anyway, whole day was pretty much spent traveling, packing in the morning, flight in the afternoon, got to the Airbnb at midnight. We didn't really do any promotion. Bit of a wasted day really, but I'm still going to count it in because otherwise people will be saying this is clickbait or it's fake. But technically, yeah, there were actually 2 days spent doing nothing on this account. I think we did about $40, $50. Day 6, and sorry, yeah, just to give you a bit of time frame as well. Day 6 was September the 15th. We launched this on September the 9th. September the 15th was a $500 day, gross $367 net. So day number 6, Tinder and Bumble starts kicking in. TikTok is starting to grow again, nothing crazy. I was getting chatters ready and I was implementing like our first upsell script onto the account so that we could start generating a bit more money. Day 7 was the first good day that we had. Yeah, so September the 17th, day 7 was the first good day that we had. We found new strategy on TikTok that is working. Of course, I'm not going to share it with you publicly here, but the results are very good. Chatters also started working on that day. So chatters were assigned to the account 24/7, which of course makes it easier and means that we were bringing in more sales. Anyway, yeah, it was a good day. $1,000. It was actually $1,003 that we made that day. $829.46 net, with a total of 125 transactions. Next, day 8, September the 17th, we got banned on TikTok, and we also had a restriction on Instagram, which was a little bit of a setback. I'm completely used to it, but I do see people in the course, for example, when they get an account banned or when like something like that happens, they'll get a little bit upset, but it's generally nothing to worry about. Look, we're doing black hat marketing. These are black hat strategies. And you have to accept that you're going to be spending a bit of time like recreating account and so on. So yeah, slight setback. We also lost like Tinder and Bumble, so we were working on like recreating those. It's quite normal for us to see this happen during the initial setup stage. That is where we will see accounts being banned and blocked and so on. And once we get past those like initial hurdles, so the accounts will start to run a bit more smoothly. Here's where it gets interesting. We're now on day 9, September the 18th. $2,003 made that day gross. Quite a few Tinder and Bubbles are running. About 50 of them are active. We've got our new TikTok strategy running as well. Reddit is performing. Chat is selling. Scripts I implemented. Good day. $2,000 cleared on day 9 of managing this account. Day number 10, this was quite an annoying day, actually, to be honest. We still did $1,000, so look, not a bad day, but we could have done so much more. At about 1 a.m., which is like peak hours for us with the US market, the account was going like absolutely crazy. Look, we were picking up about 3 to 5 subscribers per minute. If some of you were watching like my Instagram stories, you would have seen this as well, and I was pretty pissed off. We could have done about $3,000 to $5,000 that day if it had remained consistent. Anyway, internet went down in the apartment that we were staying in. Like the Wi-Fi literally just dropped. I'm not sure what happened. Of course, I'm pretty technical. I was trying to reset it and so on and fix like the router. I was trying to get hold of the Airbnb owner, which was like an agency, but this was like 1:30 in the morning. Of course, they're not answering. I'm downstairs at reception trying to see if there's anything that they can do, if there's anything that they can resolve for us. Of course, nobody's answering me. So after about an hour of messing around with this, like trying to get it sorted, we just gave up and went to bed. But yeah, it was a good day. $1,000. I can't complain, but it could have been much, much better. Everything was going so well. And of course, I was even thinking like, should we go and move into a hotel and just keep going from there? And by that time, like an hour had gone by already. So yeah, we just didn't end up doing that. But anyway, day 11, Wi-Fi is back up and running. All strategies firing on all cylinders. $2,000 gross, $1,800 net. I included this day just to prove a point because on day 9, we were already making $2,000 per day. On day 10, we made half of that. And I didn't want to appear that we weren't able to maintain this consistently. Like the only reason that we didn't clear more than $2,000 on day 10, literally because of this Wi-Fi, like we would have done, it would have been a fantastic day. Anyway, of course, I've literally just given you like a high level overview here of what is possible. Of course, the entire launch strategy is included in version 2 of the course. And actually an entire kind of module of the course is me documenting the exact like nitty gritty details that take place. Here, I'm just giving you like a high level overview, as I've mentioned, on what was actually achievable and some of the challenges. Some of the channels that we're using. And I guess some of the real world challenges as well. You'll see that I've been like completely honest. Look, we lost Tinder accounts, we lost Bumble accounts. We're dealing with real world issues such as Wi-Fi getting taken down. Look, the odds aren't always in your favor, and you have to deal with real world problems as and when they arrive. That's like part of being in business. It applies to any business that you're in. Few points I'd like to make for you, like running agencies. You don't need a load of girls to make a lot of money. With this one model this month, look, we'll probably do 40 to 50K gross, maybe more, but I just want to be a little bit pessimistic. But of course, this is month 1, which is like the slowest month. I'll easily have her at 6 figures per month within the space of a couple of months. So don't worry about managing loads of girls. Often when guys like come on to us, they're excited to manage like 20, 25 girls, 30 girls, even more than that in some cases. Most I've ever managed is 25 women, and it was a complete mess. One of the best decisions that I made was I stopped working with 19 of them, brought it down to our 6 highest performing models, and I had the best month ever. It's going to be much, much easier to grow, focus on girls who are truly committed and just blow them up. It's going to be easier for me to manage this one model, grow her to 100K per month than it would be for me to manage 10 girls and getting them to 10K. This is just kind of like realities of this business. Message for the ladies, for those of you looking to get into OnlyFans, if you've done OnlyFans before, you need an agency, there's going to be a form down below. You can apply to join our agency directly. Of course, I'm also very well connected in the space because we have a ton of agencies within our OnlyFans course. So I can also connect you with approved agencies who are part of our course, who have access to these exact same strategies as well, who can help. Gentlemen and ladies, in fact, we have got quite a few women and like direct OnlyFans creators in the course as well. Version 2 of the OnlyFans course is on its way. It's going to be released in October, at which point the price is going to be increased significantly. Somewhere between $1,500 to $2,000 is going to be the final price of the course. I haven't quite decided yet, but I want to limit the number of students that we take on. So for any of you who purchase the existing course, you will of course receive like the complete upgrade to version 2 of the course. And right now the cost of the course is only $500. A no-brainer to me. But again, just making that announcement, I get DMs every day of people planning to join the course, waiting for their payday to come, waiting, whatever it may be. Well, yeah, before they like pull the trigger and join the course. So I'm just announcing this so you don't come to me with like disappointment when the price of the course increases. I promise you, I will make like another announcement when I have the final release date of the course. But once that day comes and we move over to version 2, I've never given away a discount on this version 1 of the course. I don't like giving out discounts because you're actually devaluing like the entire product itself. So 100%, once the price of that course increases, like it will not be coming back down. Even if you're coming to me saying that you saw the course at a cheaper price and you were planning to buy it before, or you DM'd me before, for me, it really doesn't matter. I'm not going to devalue the course. And again, the purpose of increasing the course is actually to limit the number of people that we take on. As mentioned, everything you see here, every strategy I use, the whole behind the scenes nitty gritty details of how our latest strategies on how we set up Tinder and Bumble accounts, which has changed, and as well like the TikTok strategies, how we do Reddit, how we optimize the profile, the upsell strategies that we use. Every single part of it is included in the course makeover, which, as I mentioned already, will be released in October. Anyone taking the existing like version 1 of the course you will be upgraded. I keep getting asked that question. You will be upgraded to the new version of the course. I'm not leaving anyone behind. Anyway, I hope this video was interesting for you. I'm also like really interested in like other people who have pushed accounts before, like very quickly. Yeah, of course, I would love to hear like some other like stories from people as well. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something from this and that it was interesting and a little bit eye-opening for you. As always, take care and have a great